Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Cyber Rav here with a video Devar Torah for you on Parashat Tisah. Some friendly advice. That Nigerian prince who died last week, leaving you $5 million in a British bank account, to which you will have access as long as you provide your social security number and birthday to his executor. That's a scam. Delete that email. Don't give your social security number out to anyone, and don't even breathe your password to a stranger. That's an invitation to the unscrupulous among us to do bad things. But wait, suppose the Justice Department needs access to the cell phone of a terrorist. Is a terrorist's private conversations and calls subject to the same privacy rights as law-abiding citizens? That's the dispute right now between FBI Director James Comey and Apple's chief executive Tim Cook. On December 12, 2015, Islamist terrorists Tashfin Malik and Syed Farouk gunned down 14 workers at a San Bernardino County public health training event and holiday party. The FBI had the assailants' cell phones, but not the software to unlock the phones. Use the wrong password too many times and the iPhone self-destructs. I hate when that happens. Anyway, Apple says, no way. That software is confidential and proprietary, and once the FBI gets its hands on it, everyone's confidentiality will be a thing of the past. Apple's got a point. We don't need government sniffing around our private files. And who knows how software of this nature may be abused by government in the future. On the other hand, the Justice Department has a point. Blocking access to the killer's private conversations may leave other innocent people vulnerable to attack. The FBI rightfully would like to know who is training these terrorists. How are they compensated? Who is bankrolling the business of violence? In this week's parasha, Tisah, Moses wants to take view of something very private. Har'eni na et kavodecha, God, let me behold your presence. What a bold request, but it's problematic. As God says, Lo tuchal lirot et panai, you cannot see my face, ki lo tirani ha'adam b'chai, no man can see me and live. You would think that God would stop there, but no. God understands that in order for the children of Israel to thrive as a holy people, they need a leader who is imbued with the Spirit of God. For the sake of the people, God arranges for Moses to be positioned in a cleft of a rock. God would then pass by shielding Moses with his hand, and then when God fully passes by, remove the hand so that Moses could see the back of God. And so it was. And so also whenever Moses was in conversation with God, he would return to the children of Israel, his skin radiating from his encounter with the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One. We sometimes think of cherished principles or rights as absolute and unassailable. But both principles and rights are mediated by circumstances. Shabbat is the most sacred day on the Jewish calendar, but we violate it to save human life. Freedom of speech is a sacred principle, but you can't shout fire in a crowded theater when there is no fire. And privacy? Well, privacy is extremely important, and we ought to demand that our government respect the privacy of its citizens, but the government is also charged with assuring our safety, and when innocent human life is targeted during times of war, as it is today, such circumstances should lead us to find a way to let government, in a limited and controlled fashion, violate the privacy of the few in order to secure the safety of the many. Apple's cooperation with the FBI would not be an abdication of privacy. To the contrary, the blind application of principles and rights, irrespective of circumstances, is a recipe for disaster. If God found some way to let Moses take a peek, Apple can find some way to let the Justice Department take a peek, too. Have a great Shabbat, everybody.